Namaskar students, welcome to our channel by Gulab Sir. As a part of series of lectures, today's topic is Porifera. We learn classification of animal as a chart in a chart. So first group of animal is Porifera. As we know that protozoa are unicellular animal and metazoa means multicellular animal. But in metazoa there is a parazoa and eumetazoa. So parazoa are the group of animals which has cell or cellular level of organization, no tissue level of organization. So such a group, Porifera, that we have to learn today. It's very easy to understand. I am going to explain you some basic characteristics that you can write in a sequence to get 6 characteristics to get the 3 marks. What are that 6 characteristics? I already wrote here. So we can go one by one. First, every time on all the phylum, we have to write about habitat, that is living place, where it found. Second, habit, that is organization, whether it is cellular level of organization or tissue level of organization or organ level of organization or organ system level of organization. Third, why they are so called. For example, Porifera, so called because of presence of pores. Third point. Fourth point, their embryo development, they are diploblastic or coelomate or diploblastic or coelomate or coelomate. This is organization, embryo development. Fourth point, about their symmetry. See, this if you write in a sequence for all phylum, 2 marks, they are easy to get it. And in that way, we shall start to understand first phylum, Porifera. See, what I have written first as a point. Here you can find they are found in marine water. So they are marine exclusively. That is habitat. Second point about their habit. What type of organization? They are multicellular without tissue level organization. That what already I told, it comes under parazoa. Second, about habit. Now third, why they are so called Porifera? Because they have pores, also called as ostia, and hence they are called as Porifera. They have pores on their body wall to receive content from outside. Hence they are called Porifera. Fourth point, as I told you, embryo development. They are diploblastic or coelomate, and for that already you have seen previous video in which we have very clearly mentioned there. Let's see once again. Here it is clearly mentioned who are diploblastic or coelomate, and you learned already in previous video. But still, I have it to show you so that it get very clear to you. So they are diploblastic or coelomate. Next one I told about body symmetry. They are asymmetry. Sponges have no symmetry, either of bilateral or radial symmetry. But with exception that leucosolenia and siphon, they have radial symmetry. But almost most of them they are asymmetry. So see, these 5 points are easy to remember and it is for all. Therefore, this format you have to keep that habitat, habit, why they are so called, embryo development and symmetry. It will be common for all organisms and all phylum. So it will become very easy to write this 5 point and get the 2.5 mark. Now what is about half mark? Out of this 4-5 point, see next page also I have mentioned 3 points. Out of that 4-5 points you can write 1 so that you will get 3 mark. So 6 point any you have to write. When question asks, write any 6 characteristic of Porifera. And for that you are getting to prepare very clearly and easily. So next point is 6 point. They have water canal system. This is a special character. So once again, habitat, habit, why they are so called, embryo development, symmetry, and now special characters. Why they are? What is that? That is what they have water canal system. None of the other group of phylum or organism that they have this water canal system. So water canal does mean that pores open into water canal through which water with food transfer through and oxygen transfer through, so that each cell in contact with that tube receives oxygen and deliver carbon dioxide, receives nutrition and deliver waste material. So they don't have special system because each cell is in direct contact with their environment, and hence water canal system help them for nutrition, excretion and respiration. So I hope you got it, that special point. Next special point, that they have special cell called choanocyte. Please remember this word, choanocyte is very important for NEET. So I highlight it with another color so that it will be helpful you to understand. These choanocytes are special cells. They are also called collar cells. They are not found in other organism. They help in filter feeding. What is filter feeding? Water laden with food is pushed into the cell by its cells, and therefore they are very important in that organism as they are very helpful for nutrition. And next word that you have to remember for the NEET is that filter feeding. So question can be asked, one of the following group of organism, they have filter feeding. Along with this one, they can give paramecium also, because paramecium also shows filter feeding. So remember please, what is filter feeding? Water laden with food push into the cell is called as filter feeding. Next point, they have special protein as to support within the cell, that is called spongin. So these are the special characteristics. So see how it is easy to mention 6 points to get the 3 marks. Once again I repeat, because when we repeat it becomes easy. First point about habitat, second habit, third why they are so called, fourth embryo development, fifth symmetry, sixth, seventh, eighth special character as I discussed. Now remaining character you remember, that's very good. See, their reproduction is by budding or gemuse or fragmentation, asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, any cell can become male gamete and female gamete because they don't have special organ to produce male and female gamete. Hence, any cell can become male and female gamete. आपको तो पता है जब सिंप्लिसिटी होती है ऑर्गेनिज्म में, रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन नहीं होते, तो दे यू हैव टू हैव एनी सेल टू बी मेल गैमेट एंड फीमेल गैमेट. इसलिए कोई भी एक सेल मेल गैमेट बनता है और दूसरा सेल फीमेल गैमेट, जाइगोट तैयार होता है और आगे की डेवलपमेंट पुनः वही जो मैंने आपको पहले समझाया. Here, see here, zygote 2 cell, 4 cell, 8 cell, 16 cell, morula, blastula and gastrulation में. This is the gastrula, that is 2 germinal layer, ectoderm and endoderm, diploblastic acidoderm. So same development. So it's very easy to understand. So reproduction, sexual reproduction by gamete formation. And as I told you, any cell become male and another cell become female gamete. That means bisexual, hermaphrodite. It is very clearly mentioned here. They are hermaphrodite. Now fertilization is inner. Tubular structure, multicellular structure, fertilization is within, zygote develop within, but development is indirect. That is through larvae. And there are 2 special larvae. It can be asked in NEET. Please remember, once again I highlight with the same color that these 2 larvae, parenchyma and amphibascula. Please remember, question can be asked. Porifera reproduce indirectly through larva. A, B, C, D. They can give these 2 names, A and C, and D में लिखेंगे A and C. Because question can be asked. As these are the special one, that parenchyma and amphibascula, these larvae do not found in other group of phylum or other group of organism. Hence, it can be asked once again. As I have discussed these all characteristics mentioned here, it can be very clarified with these diagrams. See, this is asymmetric. This is also asymmetric, but cycon can be readily symmetric. That I mentioned. See pores on their body. Hence, they are called porifera. They have diploblastic acidomet and hence they have no tissue level organization because diploblastic, ectoderm, endoderm, no mesoderm, no chance of tissue, and hence they are diploblastic acidomet. Here I told you special cell choanocyte as a characteristic. See, this is the structure of choanocyte, and here this is cilia and this is collar that help to have filter feeding through these pores. They are present on the border of tubes and pores so that easily they can push food laden with in water. Here, these are the suppose different format of that pore which directly open into cavity, indirectly through different canals it open into the center that where food is digested, and this is what common opening through which that food what digested and waste material is produced. It can be released out through these pores. That nutrition come through these pores, small pores, but waste material released outside. Although arrow is shown, that is for leveling, but it does not mean that food is coming in. Food is transferred from the digested waste is transferred from this cavity to outside. So this osculum is the common opening. This is osculum, common opening to release the waste material. And this is what the diagram about porifera. I hope you got this diagram. Plus, in addition to that, porifera, diploblastic acidomet. With this diagram, it's very clear to you. I hope you did understand all the characteristics, what I mentioned, with the idea how to remember and what kind of sequence should be there. This is the same format we will apply for coelenterate and rest of the other phylum, so that you will be in practice to understand and write in examination. It will be very easy for you to opt this question, write any 6 characteristics of any phylum. So keep on seeing my video in continuation, so that you are not only going to learn about 6 characteristics but also differences and similarities between subsequent phylum, on which that question can be asked. Write any 3 differences and 3 similarities between porifera and coelenterata. For that you have to see my videos in continuation, so that you will get the idea. Without any efforts you will remember and write in examination.